Just talk about the excitement of being able to come home now after you guys were on an 8-match road trip and just get ready for this weekend.
I am really excited to be playing at home again, especially with the homecoming week coming up. There's a great feeling on campus right now. Everybody's really excited about the weekend, and it'll be great to play in front of our crowd again.
You guys could easily be undefeated right now, 14-0. You've had 3 matches where it's been decided by the slimmest of margins with the losses that you guys have had. What do you learn from that, and what do you kind of adjust in your guys' mentality heading forward?
Well, I think that, right now, there's 2 ways of looking at it. We can either be really bitter that we have, those losses, but I think that in the long run it'll really benefit us that, because we are kind of a younger, inexperienced team, and I think to have those situations presented with us where we've had to fight back and we've dealt with losses, I think that near the end of the season that'll really come in handy.
Ashley Whitman was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week yesterday. This is her 3rd time this year. You won it twice last year. How exciting is it to have that duo of both you guys on the left side and know that it's going to be around for a long time?
I'm really excited with the left side, like me and Ashley. It's really exciting just to have someone else out there who's young, and I can give her advice, she can give me advice, and it's great.
Talk about being able to be back in the sports pavilion. I mean, you talked about being home, but just being in front of the home fans and being able to finally get in a whole week of practice and being able to kind of settle in a little bit here.
It's been way too long. I'm really excited, just to get back in the swing of things. Get like 3 or 4 good practices in at the pavilion. Have Bill and Frida, our cooks, cooking for us. And then just coming here and seeing these stands filled. It's really exciting.
I guess finally, talk about what you remember last year about Purdue and Indiana, what you guys have gone over in preparation, what you think you guys need to do to be successful this weekend.
Well, I definitely think that this week we have to make a commitment to having really intense practices again, because although how there's all this talk about who's good in the Big Ten, who's not. The thing is that everybody's good in the Big Ten, and if we can't take anybody lightly, we have to come in and bring our best this weekend if we want these 2 wins. So I definitely think this practice will have to be will have to be tough.
Thanks, Tabby. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
I guess talk about the excitement of coming home for homecoming after an 8-match road stretch that you guys are coming off of.
Yeah, excitement. That's what we're all feeling right now. It's been a long time since we played at the Pavilion, and we're really happy to be back. I think the confidence that the kids will receive from the home crowd, the familiarity of being in their own home, apartment, all that's going to help a lot and settle us down.
I guess this is the first weekend of Big Ten play last week. Just talk about what you guys got out of it. Obviously against Michigan State, very efficient effort. Against Michigan, you guys end up hitting 100% higher, but they end up coming back. Just talk about what you gained out of that first week that you bring into this week.
Well, we gained a split, which is worse, which is better than losing 2 on the road. But we were frustrated after the Michigan loss because we thought we played fairly well. As you indicated, we were statistically ahead of them in virtually every category. But I think what we got out of that match was that no matter how young we are, we have to be able to mature a little bit faster here, because we're going to play a lot of matches like that in the Big Ten, and our kids have got to grow up a little bit faster and be able to steel themselves to the pressure of those matches. Against Michigan State, I thought we played a clean match that was not mistake-free, but almost mistake-free. And we took on who I think is a very good Michigan State team, and really showed them who was boss that night. And I really liked how we played. So we bring back with us 2 separate experiences. One a very pleasing and I would say almost an overwhelming defeat against Michigan State, and then this very frustrating loss to Michigan that will hang with us for a while until we get back on the court this weekend and hopefully erase that memory.
Ashley Whitman won Big Ten Freshman of the Week yesterday. This is the 3rd time in 5 weeks. Talk about how, that kind of makes a statement of how good she's doing compared to her peers in the Big Ten, and how well she's performed for you guys this year. Just talk about her as a whole as a player.
Well, I never really know why or what motivates people to vote for Big Ten Player of the Week or Freshman of the Week. So I'm not sure what it says to the people who are observers of the Big Ten volleyball scene, but I really like the way Ashley plays the entire game. She's got a terrific volleyball IQ. She's not only hitting the ball, and I think hitting attack percentage is probably one of the main things that the voters look at. And she's had, for an outside hitter, she's hitting 330, 335, something like that. And that's an outstanding percentage for an outside hitter. But what I like about her is that she plays the entire game. She's a good defender, a good server, understands the game extremely well. Is a good shot maker on offense, and she's holding down a primary passing position. So we're asking an awful lot of her, and she's delivering.
Lauren Gibmeyer has obviously been out the last 3 weeks for you guys with the wrist injury. Just talk about what Tori Dixon and Ariana Filio have done in her absence. Both those two seem to have stepped up their games and kind of filled in that role.
You know, it's tough to replace Gibmeyer. I mean, she was hitting around 400 as a middle when she got hurt, and she's really the competitive leader of our team. And to not have her out there, that's a big hole. But both Ari Filio and Tori Dixon have improved their game, improved their performance, and both are trying extremely hard to step up into the atmosphere that Lauren Gibmeyer created, and to try to hit the ball and block the ball as well as they can. And they're both doing, I think, an excellent job of improving. How they play from here on out is going to, I think, go a long way in indicating how successful we're going to be in the Big Ten matches.
We've talked about Jessica Granquist on defense and what she's done. Kind of talk to the other two players, Steffi Suter and Jess Menden. They were in towards the end of the Michigan match. Both made pretty good plays to kind of keep things going at the end of some long rallies in the fifth set. Just talk about that unit as a whole. It seems like there's been times where you guys have passed really well this year, and then times where you guys are kind of looking to get better. Just talk about those two and their role in that with Jessica Granquist.
Well, Steffi Suter came here as a defensive player and a passer, and I think as a freshman she's been extremely solid. Her game doesn't deviate much from a very solid set of ball control skills. In fact, we've had her in there receiving serves at some very crucial times. Jess Menden is kind of a jack of all trades. She does a little bit of setting for us, plays some back row, does some passing, defending, and Jess Menden can probably go in for any of the back row positions and do a fine job. Together with Jess Granquist, I really like the level of play, the level of ball control we're getting from all three of those kids.
Finally, you have Purdue coming in on Friday, Indiana coming in on Sunday. Just talk about those two teams and what you need to do to be successful against them.
Well, I think one of the things that broke down at times against Michigan in our loss to Michigan was our passing. So I think we're going to have to make sure that we don't fade in the passing department. Same with serving. We have to make sure that we don't start serving weakly or when the pressure's on. And those are the two things that I think more than anything we have to do well. We have to serve tough from beginning to end, and we have to pass the ball even when the pressure's on us from some high-risk serving by the other team. If we can hold our serve-pass game together, I think we stand a good chance to have a couple of wins this weekend.
Thanks, Mike, and good luck this weekend.
All right, Steve. Thank you.